Second time recording this video, right? I had that thing on time lapse the first video. Time lapse. That's crazy. Yo, Guapo Gang, what's good, man? If you tuned in, I hope you're having a good morning, good afternoon, a good evening. And man, we got some news coming out of the NFL, of course. Raiders coach John Gruden resigned Monday after the release of numerous offensive emails he sent from 2010 to 2018. The New York Times published a report Monday evening detailing a number of emails featuring misogynistic, racist, and anti-LGBTQ language sent by John Gruden. A Wall Street Journal report was released last week in which Gruden used racist trope to describe executive director of the NFL Players Association. So last week, it was reports of John Gruden using offensive and racist remarks to basically describe the executive of the NFL PA. He basically said the guy had Michelin tires as lips. Something like that. When that story first came out, people, it's 2021. So, people said what they had to say. I was immediately thinking he done lost the locker room. Ain't no coming back from that. I don't have the numbers or stats in my head, but I do believe 70–60% of the players in the NFL are African American. And I'm just thinking as a leadership standpoint, a head coach, when you look at a head coach is supposed to be a guy you look up to, essentially a role model. A great coach is going to be a great coach to his team, a great father to his kids, and a great husband to his wife, you know what I'm saying? A head coach is essentially supposed to lead these men to one common goal, and that's to win. Gruden reportedly referred to NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell as classless anti-football, as well as, y'all can read, you know what I'm saying, due to YouTube guidelines and stuff like that, I'm not able to say those remarks. He also claimed the NFL pressured the then St. Louis Rams to draft Michael Sam, a gay player selected in the 2014 NFL draft. Gruden also criticized Goodell and the league for trying to reduce concussions and said that Eric Reed, the player who had demonstrated during the playing on the national anthem, should be fired. That's a mouthful right there. I know I seen something that said he made some remarks about women being officials, being referees in the league. How do you got a problem with player safety? I don't understand. The league trying to reduce concussions, and you got a problem with them trying to reduce concussions. You don't want concussions on concussions that's gonna turn into CTE 20–30 years later on down the road, you know what I'm saying? I guess Eric Reed took a knee and, Gruden was like, oh, I guess he should be fired. This whole knee thing, I ain't even about to get into that because Kaepernick asked the veteran, hey, what's a respectful way to, demonstrate protest? The veteran said, take a knee. That's what we do for our fallen soldiers. Colin does that. It's a problem. I don't know. That's another story for another day. We're not about to get into that. Here's a couple clips of people's reaction and thoughts of the Gruden situation.
Black, white, anything in between. That's what the NFL locker room is made up of.
Yes, it is.
Different religious beliefs, married, single, all this kind of stuff. It's so different, but that's the beauty of it. The greatest part of coaching is that brotherhood, that locker room. And you know what you can't have is a racist. And you can't have a racist comment. This comment right here, is John Gruden a racist? I don't know. But that comment damn sure has no business being in our game. No business being in our game. That's how I feel about it.
10, 11, 15, I don't care when it is. You have a leader of a organization that's leading a group of men from different walks of life, of different nationalities, and racism is a big concern, I don't know where the Raiders move from here, but the clock is ticking for the National Football League and the Las Vegas Raiders.
This may have been 10 years ago, okay, but John Gruden's response/excuse was recent. See, I don't think he understands what he...
Point of view from day one. I didn't know that John would say things like that and put them in an email. He just always been a fraud to me. He just always been a fraud to me. Never from day one, he's been a used car salesman. And people bought it because he inherited a championship team built by Tony Dungy and Rich McKay.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I know. I had tweeted this earlier. I believe the entire NFL world owes Keyshawn Johnson an apology. Keyshawn been trying to tell us for years, like, what kind of guy this dude is. Keyshawn called that man a used car salesman. And it's crazy because, like, that fits the description. Like, John Gruden, you a used car salesman, dog. Keyshawn's been getting dragged for years for his situation that he had with Gruden. People always thought, you know, he was a diva, he was this, he was that. Keyshawn saying here basically, like, I've been trying to tell y'all this. Like, I knew that man was fraud. He called him fraud. He was like, man, I knew he was fraud. Like, the guy that y'all think he is, he's not that. Like, he is not that guy. I wholeheartedly believe if the emails that didn't get released yesterday weren't released or whatever, I believe John Gruden would still be the coach today. I feel like once you, of course, talk about the commissioner, once you talk about the women, but we done seen several times this year where a celebrity or someone, they offend the LGBTQ community and they on your top. You may not agree with folks' lifestyle, but at the end of the day, like, that's not you. And you can't tell that person who to love and how to love them. If gay couples and gay like things like offend you, don't pay no attention to it. People go out their way to like just like say what they want to say about these people. Like, bro, like, chill with that. Man, we all know somebody that's gay. You know, whether it's a family member or a friend, we all know somebody that's gay. You don't have to agree with how they live or whatnot, but at the end of the day, if that stuff bother you, then if that stuff bother you, you shouldn't pay no attention to it. Simple. Like I mentioned, if those emails didn't get released yesterday, and then he probably would still be the head coach today. He would have had a broken locker room, but he probably still would have been the head coach. Apparently, there's like 650,000 emails that are being like investigated. Honestly, believe like this might be the start of something. You know what I'm saying? There may be more coaches. There may be more owners. There may be more businessmen that find themselves in the same situation that Gruden is in right now. Crazy situation. Am I surprised? No, not really. Just feel like that's how the majority of the NFL higher ups feel about black folks, about gay people, about women. I believe that's they think one way, and it's their way or no way. I have resigned as head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. I love the Raiders and do not want to be a distraction. Thank you to all the players, coaches, staff, and fans of Raider Nation. I'm sorry. I never meant to hurt anyone. Boo, boo. I was reading this. I was like, man, who wrote this for him? I'm like, man, nah. He wrote that. That's his actual statement. The fact that you ain't take, you know, accountability, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that just shows the type of guy you are. You can say you don't remember what you did yesterday. You can say what you don't remember what you did this weekend. You can say you don't remember what you did last weekend. You can say you don't remember what you did 10, 11, 12 years ago, but when they got concrete proof of you doing these things and you saying, I never meant to hurt anyone, I ain't want to be a distraction, whoop, kill that noise, man. Just take accountability and, you know, work your way back up to that road of redemption. You know what I'm saying? Like we seen with other celebrities. You know, one particular, you know, that guy, he basically went to go talk to these groups, you know what I'm saying? Basically let them know how he felt. He got to hear how they felt. And like now, I think, you know, they trying to smooth everything out. Everybody may not, you know, forgive that person, but at the same time, like, that person acknowledged that they said what they said. You know what I'm saying? And he took the right steps in the right direction to try to make amends with, you know, the LGBTQ community. Man, that's about all I got for you with the John Gruden situation, man. That's a crazy situation, but am I surprised? No, I'm not. I ain't surprised at all. If you're still watching this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to tap that notification bell as to let you know when I upload a video. Yeah, man, I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. Till next time, Papo Gang.
Backwards to the face, bad bitch small waist.